South African Airways, Mango Airlines and SA Airlink are accommodating SA Express customers this morning. The airliner was grounded yesterday over safety concerns. Segwabe from the South African Cabin Crew Association joins us in studio. Thanks for your time, Simon. Appreciate it. What are you hearing about staff and how they've been affected by what's happening? Okay,
I'm from the Civil Aviation Authority. The staff currently, the airline will have to make a possible catering for their staffs. What was important from us was basically how we got a decision to suspend the operation of South African Express.
Yeah, so tell us, how do you actually get to a point when an airline has to be grounded? What are the mitigating factors for that?
What we do, each airline is certified as an approval holder to conduct air services. And there are standards that they need to meet on a continuous basis. Those standards are translated into our civil aviation regulations. So on a continuous basis, we conduct audits on those operators to verify if they still uphold the standard that they were certified to. Each time there's a concern, we'll then communicate with them, and we expect them to put mitigation plans to manage the situation. Then we do follow-ups to check, has that improved? And in this instance, what they put in actually was not improving. The situation was a little bit deteriorating. Hence, we subsequently got a decision to say, because we no longer meet the certification requirement, we're going to suspend our approval.
What exactly were your areas of concern? Was it technical?
It was technical. It was mainly to do with the management control, where in the last 3 weeks, they had in-flight engine shutdowns. We asked them to prove to us what have they done, and we could find nothing that they've done in order to remedy or investigate the occurrence itself. They've lost a significant number of personnel. Several of the aircraft are on the ground because they didn't have a space to maintain those aircraft.
So you say engine shutdown. I mean, it sounds serious to me as a passenger, so explain that for me a bit.
Okay. Engine flight shutdown is an occurrence whereby maybe on takeoff or during flight, one of the engine parameters on your instrument panel, it shows indication there's something wrong with the engine. Then this precautionary measure is for the crew to shut down that engine, but then fly to the nearest closest airport.
Okay, so they weren't actually doing what was required of them for that safety requirement, but in particular, is that correct?
In this instance, if you have an engine in-flight shutdown, you need to conduct investigation to find out what's wrong. We may have a situation where your engine-airframe combination, meaning that type of aircraft, if you fly several of them in your fleet, what if that situation may exist on other aircraft? So hence you need to conduct investigation to check what are the prospects of that occurrence coming up on another aircraft. But if then you neglect it, what are you saying? It doesn't worry you.
And of course that puts passenger safety in jeopardy, and that would be the main concern here.
If you don't know what's in your system, how can you assure everybody that is safe?
Yeah.
Hence, when South African Civil Aviation conducted investigation, we said, show us what you've done about the situation. We couldn't find any investigation conducted.
Now, if you look at SAA, South African Airways, and the technical crew and teams, I mean, they basically service a lot of the other airlines because of the skills that they have. So I'm very surprised that SA Express wouldn't use them when it comes to an area of concern like this.
These are two separate entities. You've got South African Express with its own maintenance facility. Then you've got South African Airways with their own maintenance facility. But you cannot maintain the aircraft that you are not rated for to conduct. But that does not imply that they cannot take the aircraft there. What would it mean? South African Airways will need to amend their maintenance organization approval in order to be able to accommodate this aircraft. But in this instance, even if that happens, remember, 3 approvals has been withdrawn, which is your air operator certificate, your airline, then your aircraft maintenance organization, the one that conducts maintenance on this aircraft, then the actual aircraft airworthiness certificate.
All right, thank you so much for your time and the insight, Simon Segwabe.